Hello everyone, it's Miss Caroline here. I've come with a special book today and it's all about tadpoles and frogs. Because today the sun came out and it was so lovely and I thought spring will be here soon and I want to be able to tell the children all about tadpoles and frogs because at Wyndham we do have a pond. And even if we're not back at school, you could perhaps look out for other ponds in other people's gardens or bits of little streams and see if you can find any frog spawn. What's frog spawn, you're going to be asking? Anyway, let's look at this book. How Things Grow from Tadpole to Frog. First of all, what is a frog? A frog is a small animal with 4 legs. It has strong back legs that are great for jumping and swimming. Frogs have a slightly wet skin which dries out easily. They live in wet places on land. Once a year, though, frogs find a pond where they can breed. The female frog lays eggs which hatch into tadpoles. The tadpoles have to change their body shape to become a frog. This is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. In spring, frogs come out of their winter hiding places. They make their way to a pond. Lots of frogs gather in the pond. The male frogs are very noisy. The male frog puffs out a pouch on each side of its throat to make its croaks louder. After 10 days, the tadpoles wriggle out of their jelly. At first, the tadpole stays close to the jelly that they're sitting in or clings to pondweed. It does not eat for several days. And these tadpoles have just hatched and they don't look like frogs at all. Tadpoles. The young tadpole has feathery gills on each side of its head. It uses the gills to breathe underwater. The tadpole is a herbivore, which means that it eats plants. It feeds on algae in the water. This tadpole has long feathery gills and a very long tail. Newly hatched tadpoles cling to the jelly because they are weak and cannot swim very far. The tadpole stays in shallow water, which is warmer than the rest of the pond. Now the tadpole starts to turn into a frog. This tadpole is 4 weeks old. Now it breathes with new gills that have grown on the inside of its body. When the tadpole is about 8 weeks old, it starts to grow legs. 2 little bumps appear at the back of its body. The bumps grow into legs. The legs are small at first, but they soon become longer and thicker, and each leg ends in a webbed foot. The tadpole eats plants such as duckweed. It also begins to eat tiny animals in the water. The tadpole grows front legs a few weeks after the back legs. Its body changes shape, its tail becomes shorter until there's only a short stump. There are also changes inside the tadpole's body. The tadpole grows lungs. Now it has to swim to the surface of the water to breathe air, which is just what you breathe. The tadpole changes into a meat eater or carnivore. It now eats small pond animals and flies. And by now, it's getting ready to leave the pond. And that's the end of the story for today. That's the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, you can go and tell your adult that you've been listening to the video by Miss Caroline, which means you can have a note put into your learning log. And soon you will be a bronze, a silver, a gold, or even a platinum reader. So there you are. Thanks very much for listening. See you soon. Bye.